Sweet 303. Live from
Sweet 303, baby. You are now listening to Live from Sweet 303.
This is episode, you on 5, right? Yeah. Episode 5. And ladies and gentlemen, I've been trying to get them on for a while. Make a round of applause. Got the sound effects, we're trying to step our game up. But we got VicDbarber in the building, live from Sweet 303. Say what's up, Vic.
What up, what up?
And of course, we got the co-host, my boy Derric.
What's up, what's up?
You know, but really, we want to get Vic out here. He's been repping for the IE for a while now. And we about to launch Wealth Barbershop. So, is the barbershop open? Where is it at? Tell us a little bit about it.
Wealth Barbershop is located in Rancho Cucamonga, right off of Haven. And at the moment, I'm in there already.
Okay.
It's like a soft opening.
Okay.
We might have a grand opening in the summer.
Okay.
So I'm in there just trying to tighten up the little things.
Just in time for those summer cuts, trying to get right.
That's it.
Pool party, you gotta get up big.
Graduations, you just had prom and stuff like that. But yeah, summertime's gonna be real nice.
And like, what's like the major cross streets off Haven, like by 4th
So
Street?
basically, yeah, Haven and 4th Street.
Okay, that's.
It's right there, basically 2
You live in
lights.
Ontario, Fontana, Rancho.
Yeah. 10 freeways, 2 lights away.
Yeah.
Ontario's not too far.
Okay.
Bank Arena is literally from the outside.
Right. And this is something you've been trying to do for a while, though, right?
Yeah, it's been a few years in the making.
Okay.
I've always thought about it, but I never really put a game plan together. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna open up a shop one day, but eventually it just got to the point where I said, you know what? It's my whole motto right now is you gotta go broke before you ball, and meaning I'm going all in, and in a few I'll be balling. Yeah. You know what I mean? But it was just one of those things where it's like, okay, now it's time to sacrifice a little, so we could set this up and get it going.
Yeah. Calculated risk.
Yeah.
So it's called Wealth Barbershop. I've been seeing it on Instagram. It's a good design. Was that like all planned by you? Did you have anybody help you?
I have a good dude named Rick Montalvo.
Okay.
He's a fashion designer and he owns a clothing brand from the IE. Okay. Barely Broke. He owns Barely Broke. Everyone Isn't Loyal. And he's also designed for other individuals in the industry.
What's his name again?
Rick Montalvo. I think his Instagram is like Rick BBI or something like that.
Everybody go follow him.
Yeah, shout out to him. And basically, he's the creative mind. Okay. I had the idea and the vision, but he brought it to life. Yeah. So I told him what I was thinking, and he one day sent me an email with the design, and I was like, man, I love it. Yeah. He hit it right on the idea of what I was trying to bring to life. Okay. Yeah.
And do you have like a team already of barbers, or is that still in the process?
You know what? It's all a process. When I thought about getting the barbershop, I put myself in a position where I was gonna take my time hiring people because it's all about chemistry. Yeah. And
you gotta be in the shop with these people all day.
Exactly. You spend more time with the people you work with than sometimes your own family. Yeah. So chemistry is everything. Definitely. And so
no negative energy.
Not at all. It's not accepted. You know what I mean? Because all of that bounces back to the clients. Yeah. And we want to attract good vibes. You know,
you want the people to come in every week or every 2 weeks to see the same barber. It's not this week it's a new person.
Yeah, he gone. Yeah. So, yeah, basically, taking my time, I've had a lot of inquiries. A lot of people reach out to me. But, it's like a process of elimination type of thing. I talk to them. It's not just about cutting hair. Yeah. It's about personality. Yeah. It's about professionalism.
The vibe.
Exactly. And then what are your goals and your visions? Do you want to grow, or do you want to just be a barber behind a chair, which is perfectly fine? Yeah. But basically, what are your ambitions? And that's what I'm trying to attract for Wealth. Is just people that have bright ideas, big ideas, and some way, somehow, hopefully I could help them achieve that.
Yeah, you don't want to hire a barber that he has a booth and he ain't never there.
Yeah, exactly.
I was wondering.
Like, damn, bro.
Like, dang, that dude Tommy, like he ain't never here. Like, where's he at?
Yeah, he only work on Wednesday.
Yeah, he only here on the Wednesday.
Yeah, cool.
Oh man, so Vic, where are you originally from? We know the shop is in Rancho. Are you from Rancho?
No, I was born and raised in LA.
Okay.
East LA to be exact.
All right.
And then I kind of made my rounds.
Uh-huh.
I've lived in South Central LA.
Okay.
Off of 43rd in Vermont.
Uh-huh.
I lived in Huntington Park.
Okay.
I lived in Moore Park.
Okay.
I lived in Simi Valley.
Okay, you've been all over.
And this is before I came to the IE.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I lived in downtown LA.
Mhm.
And just basically bouncing around. I came out here to the IE in 99.
All right.
I think I was about to be a freshman, and I attended Fontana High School, Full High.
Got it. Okay.
And so, yeah, we ain't been here ever since.
Yeah.
You know, so I use home. You know, I tell everybody my birth certificate might say LA, but where I rest my head and where I'm able to provide for my family is the Inland Empire. So
Yeah.
we're going to put on.
I feel that.
Yeah.
And how did you become known? Because I know my friends, I mean, they were coming around with these fresh haircuts, and people were like, "Dang,
Thank you.
Who cut you?" And it was like, "You got to see this boy Vic." Like, is it just word of mouth or
Man,
was it social media?
You know what? I've been doing it for like 10 years, right? So I went to school in Pomona, barber school, and I graduated in 07, got my license, and I went into the business, and I started in different shops. You know, I started at Loved Ones, shout out to Loved Ones, and basically made my rounds. But basically, in the beginning, it was just that young Mexican kid.
Yeah.
You know, Loved Ones at the time was primarily like black barbers.
Uh-huh.
And I'm the only Mexican dude
Yeah.
there. So basically, just hustling.
Yeah.
You know, being in front of the shop, passing out flyers, putting cars on windshields, going to apartment complexes, and
Yeah.
hitting up the mailboxes
Yeah.
and putting my cards in
That's
there.
smart.
So doing a little bit of everything,
Yeah.
groundwork, you know, going to the gym, hitting
Yeah.
the treadmill, leaving my business card there.
Yeah.
This is before social media.
I'll feel you.
And then it took a little money too, right? So I always envisioned and I always thought bigger. I was like, well, maybe if I could put an ad in the magazine, right? And at the time, I think it was the Penny Saver and the Clipper magazine.
Yeah.
And so I invested like $600 to be like on the back page of the
Oh, wow.
magazine,
Hey.
you know. But just little things like that, you know, doing that, and then referrals, you know, from other people, and going to high schools and being outside when they let out, trying to hand my cars out.
Yeah.
So just a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. I mean, usually if I walk into a barbershop for the first time, a lot of times the black guy doesn't want to go with the Mexican guy. He's
sheesh.
like, "Oh, I don't know.
Trust
I'm
me.
not sure."
Hey, I dealt with a lot of that.
Yeah.
You know, but it was
You got to prove yourself.
Yeah.
I mean,
Exactly.
and you know, that's in any situation, you know.
No, of course.
Yeah, it come with the territory.
And at that time, how the barber industry now is, or the hair industry now is diverse.
Yeah.
It's like a
Yeah.
big old gumbo. You got Asians, you got
Yep.
Filipinos,
Definitely.
you got whites, you got everything.
To this day, the best haircut I've ever got is from a white dude.
Wow.
Living in, I told you when I lived in Jacksonville, Florida,
Yeah.
and he used to cut hair for like a bunch of people that played for the Panthers.
Okay.
And not the Panthers,
The Jaguars.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And he cut a bunch of people that played for the Redskins and stuff too. But white dude, best barber I ever had, bro.
Yeah, it'd be like that.
Man.
But in the beginning, right?
Yeah.
I feel like, man, I'm in the shop and I'm eager to cut.
Yeah.
And they'll be like, is he open over there? I'm like, damn, you see me right here? Like,
It'd be like, I'll wait.
it got to the point because I was so eager to cut and try to build my business. Hey, man, first haircut's on me.
Wow.
And they'd be like, bet, but I'm going to go ahead and wait for him, you know?
Hey.
But, you know, it makes for the story. But,
Yeah.
man, it was just part of the learning experience. But,
And now you out here cutting celebrities.
I mean, a little bit of everything,
Yeah.
you know? But it was part of the process and the story, you know? And then social media came along, right? So I went from handing out flyers and doing all this groundwork to when social media was probably, I would say, like, at least 80% of my growth.
Oh,
When
wow.
social media came, and we're talking about like
Yeah.
MySpace and
Yeah.
Twitter and
Yeah, yeah.
and
Well,
then
it's
Instagram. Instagram really just took my whole
Yeah.
thing to a whole new level because it was easier to just post a picture and hit a bigger audience
Yeah.
than me trying to hand out a card to each individual.
Yeah.
You know?
No, definitely.
And so that was a big part of the growth.
Yeah.
You
And
know?
I've seen numerous athletes. I don't know if you can say
Yeah.
all your customers'
No, of
names
course,
out there.
yeah.
I've seen Bobby Wagner.
Of course, shout out to him. Yo.
Seen Lonzo Ball.
Shout
on
out to my
there.
man, Triple B's.
All-Star Weekend. I don't know
Yeah.
who he was cutting, but he
Yeah.
was there.
Lonzo, you know I was there for Lonzo.
Okay.
So
Treadwell.
Yeah, Laquan Treadwell. Shout out to Treadwell.
Yeah.
He was talking about the Jaguars. Shout out to Malik Jackson. You know,
the dude
so
for the Bucks too, right?
yeah, K1
Yep.
Alexander.
So we got NFL, we got
DB.
NBA.
Basketball, we got boxing. I got Josecito Lopez.
Okay.
He came through from Riverside.
And when they come in, do they say, yo, man, I saw you on Instagram? Or did they say, yo, my homeboy referred me? Like, how do they...
It's just basically, it's a big old chain. Like,
Uh-huh.
oh, shit, you know so-and-so? Oh,
Yeah.
bet. I cut him before. Oh, he told me about you.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or social media. It's
Yeah,
just me
yeah.
liking a pic. You know what I mean? Then they follow you or they end up on your profile like,
They
oh,
see them pictures.
yeah, oh, you cut my dude. He's my manager. And
Yeah.
the next thing you know, when they're interacting or socializing,
Right.
and eventually they...
Because it's a clean cut. Now, I've gone to Vic a few times. When I look in the mirror, I think it's Photoshop. I'm like,
Yeah.
damn. Look at that.
Like, is this real?
Yeah.
I want to watch my
It
hair.
just looked a little different. It's like that Vic effect.
Yeah, man.
I don't know what it is. I don't know if we got that bevel blade. Like, I was like, I don't know what it is.
Man, I take pride and I love what I do.
Mhm.
You know, and you know, when people say celebrity, I treat
it's an
everybody
art.
like a
It's an
celebrity.
art.
Yeah.
You know, I make sure that one of the things that at least has helped my growth as well, retaining my clients, is that I pay attention to detail.
Yeah.
If
what
it
it is.
requires me to go just a tad extra mile for my client, I'm willing to do that.
Mm-hmm.
And some barbers, no disrespect to nobody, but
Yeah.
they do the bare minimum,
Yeah.
and they wonder why. Like,
Just trying to
well,
get the next person in the chair.
yeah, me, I'm willing. My whole intention with building with somebody is that if I could take you from, let's say I have a client that goes from junior high to high school to an adult, that's my goal, to retain an individual that I could say I've been cutting them for 10 years.
Right.
You know, because that's your best resume.
Yeah.
You know.
It is.
Mhm.
And that's gonna get you the better tips.
Yeah, exactly.
That's true,
You
too.
know,
Like, yeah,
and
hey,
just
man.
to keep it real, like, because a newer barber, you probably not gonna give him as much tip,
Yeah.
especially in the beginning. But if you've been going to him for some years,
Mm-hmm.
and when you just gonna give him tips, it's just naturally.
Yeah,
So,
because
I
you
mean,
grow with
even-
people.
Yeah, when
Yeah.
you go and you show up
Right.
for no appointment and you squeeze you in.
Just like
that's
because
it.
and as they keep coming, you gonna keep getting better.
Exactly.
Also. So,
Yeah.
And we growing together. See,
Yeah.
I might be cutting somebody for the first interview,
Mhm.
right out of college. They might like, man, I got this big interview,
Yeah.
and then I'll lace them, and then they come back. I done it to where like, look, this cut's on me.
Yeah.
Let's get this job. When you get this job, then come back and take care of me.
Yeah.
Might be their wedding day.
Yeah.
I mean, there's so many monumental
Mm-hmm.
moments in their lives that I'm a part of, to where they almost feel like obligated. Like, let me take him on barber.
Yeah.
He been there for me.
And especially if you're like doing something like at a wedding, maybe you're even like cutting them there in a hotel
Yeah,
room.
yeah.
You're not just chopping him. Groomsmen might
Yeah,
have
you'll
too.
be
That's all
you'll be
business
surprised.
now,
Yeah, you'll be surprised. There's so many opportunities, and I'm just thankful for all of them. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But I'm doing some of the things that I never even thought from a pair of clippers. You know, when I started cutting, I was like, man, I was happy to get my first $20. I was
Yeah.
like, wow,
Yeah.
$20. I'm like, yeah, I'm out here balling.
Yeah.
And then I got my first $100, and I'm like, man, God is good.
Yeah.
Then my first $1,000, and I'm like, wow, I just got $1,000 for a
Yeah.
haircut. Man, God is great.
Yeah.
You know, it's just, man, it's just the blessings that come with it. You know, when you love what you do, and it leaks to the other people, and the opportunities that God has given me is just sometimes overwhelming. Yeah.
And I know it's especially like a great feeling when people are paying you, because I know when you first start
Oh
off,
man.
you're begging to cut somebody's
Man,
hair.
like I was telling you earlier, like, man, hey, let me cut you for free, man.
Yeah.
And they're like, nah, I'm gonna go ahead and wait. They're like, all right.
Yeah, I've
You
had
know?
plenty of people like, oh man, let me just cut your hair. I'm just trying to get practice, and I don't like the word practice, because then I'm like, okay,
Yeah,
am I the guinea pig? Like,
yeah.
what's gonna
I
happen
mean,
if you mess
hey,
me
shout
up?
out to all the homies that let me bust on them. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And they were sacrificing their hair for
Yeah,
me.
yeah,
but
yeah.
you know, shout out to them. But
Yeah, the first few are sacrifices. The first few are sacrifices. Like, man,
like,
you need a test dummy somewhere. Man.
you gonna like bump into them like, man, you don't like your haircut, man? Why you got a hat on, man? Nah, I like my haircut, man. But you know,
I remember when I was in college.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if this dude was first started out or what. He was in the barbershop.
Mm-hmm.
Chair was empty. Maybe I should have taken that as a sign.
Yeah,
He tried to hook me up with the perfect lineup.
oh,
Now, if the viewers can see, like, this ain't straight. It kind of come down right here, but he tried to give me a straight line.
Yeah.
I think he started off, like, cutting off a little bit, and then a
wow.
little bit more.
Oh wow.
He cut off a decent chunk.
Oh yeah, that hurts.
And I was, and at first when I was in the chair, I don't know if he hit me with like a certain angle. I didn't really see it until when I came home and I could like feel the stubble there. And I was like, what the hell? When my forehead look big. Spent like $20 and I was wearing a hat for the next 2.5 weeks.
Oh
for my
yeah.
hair to grow out. I was like,
sad boys. Yeah, you were sad.
Got me. But I went to Clark Atlanta University. I know he went to Morehouse.
Okay.
I don't know if it was like a rival thing. He was about to be like,
He might have had an intention.
Yeah.
All right.
Or he was just trash.
Yeah, that too.
It's a lot of trash barbers out there, bro.
Shout out to the trash barbers.
Yeah.
Now, I saw you on social media when that Atlanta episode came out with the Barber, the Barber episode. Now, how real is that with, like, you just seeing, like, other barbers in the shop and stuff? Like, has there been times where people are like, yo, I'm on the phone, I gotta go, and the customer's just in the chair like, what the heck is going on? Like, cut my hair, bro. Like, do you usually see that a lot in your shop, or
you know what? I try to run a tight shift, you know.
Yeah.
I try to provide all the time to my client and no interruptions.
I know you don't do that.
Yeah.
But like, do you see it happen?
Oh, I've witnessed it at certain shops, but I'm not gonna have that at my shop. You know what I mean? But yeah, no.
Did you see? Okay, so the dude like. Paperboy, he's the rapper in the show.
That's the chubby dude?
Exactly.
Gotcha.
He goes down for a cut. Seems like, you know, he had an appointment and everything's first thing. He's waiting on the dude to show up.
Yeah.
Finally he shows up. He's on the phone the whole time. Eventually, right as he was about to start cutting him, he's like, yo, I gotta go pick up something real quick. Just come with me. And I'll cut you when I get there or something like that. And the whole day he's like about to start, or he like starts cutting his hair.
Gotcha.
And then it just keeps on like different things.
I've seen that. It'd be like where you waiting for your haircut, right? And it's like, man, I'm next. And then the barber would be like, man, let me get my lunch real quick.
Right, yeah.
Like, damn, bro, like,
let me go smoke my black real quick.
I gotta go back to work.
My baby mama just called me. Hold on.
Let me go get this. Let me go get my food. You think he's going to the back? No, he looked good in his car and went to Mickey D's or something. But
I've seen that happen.
And then one thing though that I don't like when I start with a brand new barber sometimes, because it gets me. I need like a picture. Do you want the number 1? You want the number 2? Number 3? Bro, I don't know what none of that means.
Yeah.
It's just how much you want them to cut off, basically.
But I don't know what that means. Like, I just say low. Like,
simple
low,
terms.
Yeah.
That's
dark, it. Or something like that.
The best thing I tell a new client is like, look, man, show me a picture.
Yeah. That's what works for me.
That's how you like it?
Yeah.
Bet.
And
so like that.
I done had to deal with that a lot because, so I'm from Virginia. So I went to school in North Carolina, lived in Jacksonville, Florida, Texas, and now here.
Okay.
So where I'm from, the type of haircut we have, some say Caesar, some say like an even Steven.
Yeah.
So I've been placing, I said something, they're like, what? What is that? I'm like, yo, just keep it low and dark.
That's it. That's simple.
Low and dark. Hey, just low and dark, bro, and round the back.
Because you in the East Coast or, you know, any part of the map, they might be like, give me a Philly fade. Yeah. But you in the West Coast, a Philly fade might be a whole different cut.
That is a Philly fade.
And then if you've been to Dallas and you see how them fools get their hair,
it could be like a Will Smith. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay. So they just use certain terms. Okay.
In that neighborhood or in that city and that demographic, it might be something else.
Yeah.
It might be like a skin fade, a ball fade. Yeah, it's the same.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. But
like
it's
when
just,
I lived in Atlanta, like I hear someone say, like, "Oh, he got the boozy fade."
Yeah,
you know,
and the down south. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's crazy. Me, I just like, look, just show me a picture.
Yeah,
you know.
Oh, that the guys.
Yeah, done.
Exactly.
Just like that. Bet, no problem.
So I know you do like different athletes. Is there any times where they're like talking to you about like something that might go down? You might hear like some news before it hits. Is there anything like that, or they usually try to keep stuff still?
You know, it just depends.
I know
you know what I mean?
People talk.
Yeah, I mean, it depends. You know what I mean? But whatever I hear stays there. You know what I mean? It ain't none of my business.
Yeah.
I'm here to provide a service that I'm getting paid very well for.
Yeah.
And that's all that I'm there for. You know what I mean?
I feel you.
And that's how I keep it because, you know, everybody's human beings. And I wouldn't want nobody sharing my business.
Yeah.
You know, especially personal. If somebody feels that comfortable enough in front of me to share that, then hey, I respect it and I just leave it where it's at. You know, so Yeah.
And I ain't gonna lie, if I cut here and I'm cutting Lonzo, I'll be like, man, no need for the tip. Let me get some shoes though. You got them in the trunk.
I'll leave my shoes in the trunk on purpose. Like, man, you see me out here, man. I ain't got no shoes, bro.
Yeah, right.
Nah. But, you know, it's a business, man, and I respect this business. I respect this hustle.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want nobody asking me for nothing for free.
Yeah,
you know what I
feel
mean?
you on
I
that.
play my role. So,
If
you know,
somebody want to offer you something, it's gonna be more genuine.
it's off the strength, you
Yeah,
know. But
yeah.
for right now, I'm just putting $100 away at a time.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
eventually I'll get those ZO2s. Man.
But speaking of basketball, are you a fan of any specific team? Anybody you rooting for this series?
Okay, before I started cutting athletes, right? You know, I'm a Clipper fan.
Okay.
Los Angeles Clippers,
Okay.
right? You know, but then as I
It
transitioned
only
into
makes sense that you're a Clippers fan.
because I have a lot of homies that were Laker fans
Yeah.
and Mamba, and I just didn't want to jump on the bandwagon.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? My main sport is boxing.
Okay.
So when I came into basketball, I was like, and I started watching it and stuff like that, I said, I'm gonna go with the people, the team that nobody be talking about.
Yeah,
which is,
right.
You know, sorry to
Yeah,
say the
yeah,
Clippers,
yeah.
but once I started cutting the athletes, I started changing my train of thought. I was like, you know what, I'm gonna root for the people that put money in my pocket that help me feed my family.
Yeah.
You know, so that's who I root for.
Okay.
So I root for Lonzo, I root for Darren Collison, I root for anybody that I'm
Yeah.
cutting at this time.
Yeah,
you know,
like you always get, especially the IE.
32 teams, so
Yeah,
I always got
facts.
my
I like
players.
all of them.
That's
Like
it.
I'm a big Lakers fan, but of course Darren Collison. From
Yeah, shout out to
Rancho,
DC.
Gotta rep him. I am not a Patriots fan, but shout out to Patrick Chung.
Yeah,
from
yeah.
Patriots. He's from Rancho.
Come
You
on.
know, I hate the
Man, my boy right here, he's just dolphin. He's dolphin
Okay.
out. But anybody.
Dan Marino.
Wagner, Omar, Bolden.
Yeah.
I'm always rooting for the hometown hero.
Marvin Jones. Shout out to Marvin.
But for this series,
Uh-huh.
we got Warriors and Rockets, Cavs and Celtics. Like, who do you think is going to end up matching up?
Well,
Not even maybe necessarily a fan of, but who do you think? Like you too, Derek.
who I think will win?
Yeah, like who do you think is going to be matched up against? At this point, I'm thinking.
Oh, in the final,
Warriors
like, championship game?
versus Celtics. But who do you think is going to match
Come
up?
out of that.
And who might just win the whole thing? I mean, Rockets don't look like
To be
they
honest
should
with
be
you,
counted out neither.
at this point, the Rockets have home court advantage. Now, I know the first game of the series, the Warriors won in Houston,
Mm-hmm.
but I think Houston probably gonna come back and probably win Game 5.
Oh wow!
I do think.
And
I
have a
think-
3-2 lead.
Yeah.
That hurt.
Wow.
And then if they take a L, then it goes back to Houston for Game 7, and then
Yeah.
again you have a home court advantage. And at that point, if it's Game 7, you can't leave nothing on the court. And I
Yeah.
feel like James Harden and Chris Paul gonna just shoot every shot,
Yeah.
and that's an even matchup.
Yeah.
So
And they've been hitting their
and
shots.
I hate the Warriors, so I'm gonna go Houston in that sense.
Oh, come on, man.
Yeah, the reason I don't like the Warriors, one is because I feel like that's Mark Jackson built that team.
Yeah. Yeah.
They shipped
They
him out
sucked
of there.
before
Right,
Mark
right.
Jackson came.
But they shipped him out of there. Steph Curry, before he got help from them drafting Clay and Draymond, he was averaging like 17 points
Yeah.
a year coming out as a rookie. So
Yeah.
he's been consistent.
Yeah.
And of course he kept getting crossed up, so he kept having the ankle injuries.
Yeah. Yeah.
But then from that point on, the way they just kept drafting well. Then they got Draymond,
Mhm.
and then you got Andre Iguodala, and then they just built their team.
Yeah.
It's a great built team.
Yeah.
But when when KD came over, bro, I was like, nah,
That was over
like
for you.
that's some, that's some soft.
That's
some
a
soft
super team right there.
shit. Yeah, it is.
It wasn't even really that much of a super team before KD came, because like you said,
Right.
everybody
Right.
they
Everybody
started their
was
career
there.
there.
Yeah. Right.
Ain't their fault. They just happened to be good.
Right.
But when KD came, it was like, all right, I see what y'all doing.
But it was also, if KD didn't just have the upper hand in the series the year before and
Yeah.
then went there, that's one thing.
yeah.
You were just in the playoff series in the Western Conference Finals against them, and you were up, and you lost.
Yeah.
And then in your offseason, you go to that team.
Yeah.
Like, bro, like,
Yeah.
there's no way around that.
Yeah.
It's
Matter of fact, speaking of KD, we need to get you to link up with KD, because KD been need a haircut.
Man.
No, he needs hair.
Yeah, he needs a brush. He needs something. He need a prayer or something. I don't know. Shout out to KD, but yeah, I don't know if I can help him.
Man, it's like, it reminds me of Tim Duncan. Tim Duncan did not care about his hair. He just showed up. The way he woke up was...
Bro, he shot bank shots. Most of the shots, he shot out the backboard. You think he cared about his hair?
Yeah, that's true, too.
What
about you, Vic? Who do you think is going to come out?
To be honest, man, I want to say maybe Golden State and the Cavs.
Yeah.
You know.
I don't think the Cavs should be counted out because the Celtics just won, but the next game
is in Cleveland. And you know LeBron.
And the Celtics haven't won there yet.
Yeah.
And then Game 7, I mean, it's hard to count
Where's Game 7
back
in
Boston. But it's hard to sit here and count out LeBron on Game 7. Like, I can't just straight up say, oh, yeah, he going to lose.
Yeah, it's a wrap.
Like,
not when you're going up against LeBron. LeBron will do some miracles and shit.
Exactly.
Like. But check this out. The way that we just say that, right? And I just had this conversation with Antoine earlier.
Yeah.
It's funny that we can say if LeBron's on a team, he probably can get that team to the Eastern Conference Finals as he's done
numerous
years. For a long time.
Yeah.
If you take LeBron off this team and put a Kobe Bryant or Michael Jordan, will we be able to say the same thing?
It's a high possibility, I think.
Now, all right. So once you say that,
but this team, because if you had said Kyrie, I'd say most definitely 100%.
Right.
This team is a little bit. If it was on the West Coast, no. If it was still on the East Coast, yeah, I think so.
Well, but this is how I look at it, because the difference between I hate when people compare Jordan, Kobe, and LeBron, because I told you my top 4 players or 5 players is Allen Iverson first, Jordan number 2, and then I got Kobe and LeBron tied for number 3.
That's a pretty good lineup.
It's hard to even compare players when they're not even the same position.
Yeah,
that doesn't really even make sense.
That's the thing that pisses me off. Kobe and Jordan are shooting guards, and their primary job as a shooting guard is to shoot. And that's not LeBron's MO. And his MO is not to shoot first.
Yeah.
His thing, when he has the ball, more than likely, is just to make the best play.
That's why you should compare it to Magic Johnson.
Right. And
but then that's another thing I don't like. Excuse me, it's when the eras don't match. Like Magic, you ain't watch one Magic Johnson game. You don't knock it off. And something was relevant. It's like boxing. Floyd Mayweather, and Muhammad Ali.
Yeah,
like dude, come on.
Makes no
back
sense.
then, everybody could fight. I'm not gonna say that because I'm not gonna say I'm the best boxing fan.
Yeah.
But back then, people fought people who they had a chance of possibly losing. Floyd Mayweather, most of his fights he handpicked, and he knew they were fights that he weren't gonna lose or had a chance.
But
look, in boxing, everybody's just one punch away from getting knocked out.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Yeah. And despite if he did pick his opponents or not, he's still human. Yeah. For him to go in the ring and never touch the floor once.
But the difference is, he's not the same size as when we talk about like Muhammad Ali.
Of course, that's a whole different weight class. That's heavyweight.
So
it's a harder fight anyway.
Yeah. You know, but it's crazy. Like your list is good though.
Yeah, I remember when Roy Jones was
he
was in his prime.
He was good.
Yeah,
Sugar Shane Mosley from Pomona.
Yeah,
and Sugar Shane, when Sugar Shane fought Floyd, he gave him one good rock though. There was that one
round number 3. Yeah, he buckled him.
Yeah,
and then Floyd went to his corner and composed himself, and with all due love and respect, it was a wrap.
He gave him like.
Yeah,
bruh.
But see, that's when I knew. But I knew it before, but that's when I knew, like, man, Floyd Mayweather is a special individual. Yeah. Because for him to almost get knocked out and then compose himself and come back out and just win every round, was like, okay, he's different.
Yeah. And then when you go back and watch his highlights, like in slow motion and everything,
man.
like he's really just moving perfectly. Like he really knows the game. It reminds me like Kobe Bryant, where he's like, I know what you're about to do, and I'm about to.
And no matter how big his name got or no matter how big the fame or the money,
Yeah.
he still worked as if it was day one.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you don't have anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, and I know the last fight he did with McGregor, that wasn't like a real boxing match.
Yeah.
But I was like, damn, like this dude was retired. He's fit.
Come on, man.
Like every day.
This dude,
he's not
Hey
playing around.
man, he was really about to put him on his ass if they didn't stop that fight.
Yeah.
Bro.
And I wish they just let
I
it
wish
go
they
for
didn't
like
because
5 more seconds.
It was just so much built around that fight. Of course, I don't think McGregor should have been in the ring with him in the first place.
Yeah.
But, upsell it, get their money however they can. But the thing that I didn't like is, of course, now with social media and how negativity can get on anything, people start making it about the race. I'm like, come on, bro. Just let them fight.
Yeah.
And all that other type of stuff. But he shouldn't have been in the ring with Floyd Mayweather, bro.
Of course not, but you gotta understand, as a payday,
Yeah.
that was his highest payday
You gotta
ever.
get it. You
And
gotta
even
go
being
get it.
current champion at
Man.
UFC, he never hit over double digits.
Yeah. Shoot, for $10,000, I'd fight.
Right. In a more dangerous
Shit,
sport.
give me 500.
In a
dog.
way more dangerous sport. Hey, man, to me, you gotta have bigger balls to do that UFC stuff before boxing.
Man, I don't know if you seen the at the end the press conference, he had a shot of whiskey for Floyd. Cause he knew even though I took a L,
Oh, wow.
that was my highest paid L.
Yeah.
He made over six.
More
You know what I
money than
mean?
he ever
Hey,
did.
I'm
man.
just like, wow. I'll take that loss any day.
Yeah.
Any day, bro.
Yeah,
Hey,
like thank
can-
you, Floyd. Here you
Yeah.
go.
You can beat
know?
me up any day of the week for that
Right.
much money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That junk.
But man, yeah, man, Floyd, man, he's one of my top for sure boxers.
Okay.
I had the opportunity to meet him as well.
Oh, wow.
And that's what I'm saying. Like for him to not only be great at fighting, but also be defensive. He's working twice as hard than the average boxer
Yeah.
to hit and not get hit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's every boxer's dream.
Yeah, and that's one thing I don't like when I watch Floyd because again it's different styles of fighting.
Of course.
But his style, like he said, is to be on the defensive and never really get hit. And people say, "Oh well, he's not really in the offensive that much." So what?
But see, that's the thing. I tell people, that's not his fault.
Yeah.
If I'm the opponent and my job is to fight Floyd, and everybody says that Floyd runs, guess what I'm gonna be doing? I'm gonna be chasing him.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be hunting.
And
That ain't my fault if I
the
can't
amount
hit.
of punches he gets
Come
in,
on,
it's like,
man.
how much running is he really doing?
Exactly.
Because he did hit you a few times.
And his hit percentage is a good percentage.
Is
That's
it
the
that
thing.
he ran or is he fast?
He's fast.
He's
That's-
fast.
that-
He gets in and gets
Yeah,
out.
if you watch most, and he'll sit right up on the inside of your foot and just
Shoulder roll, move out the way.
right.
You know what I mean? And that's the thing. It's like, man, no matter how great you are, you'll never get your justice. You'll never get your credit.
Ever.
Yeah.
My man, look, he became wealthy. He came from the bottom. He never stole. He never robbed. He never killed. He earned it.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for him, we wouldn't be able, well, at least where I come from, I come from nothing. So to see the lavish lifestyle
Yeah.
as a young man,
Yeah.
I'm like, wow, man, this dude came from the same place.
And
And he made it.
not to cut you
Yeah,
off,
go ahead.
but he still has his money.
Come on.
And
He
and
spent
one-
all this money. There's no talk
Come
about
on,
him
man.
going broke. He knows how
Come
to.
on,
I don't
man.
care what you say about Floyd and his
Come on,
intelligence. He's been playing his money very wisely.
And you gotta understand, this man never signed a major deal with Nike.
That is true.
He never
That
sold
is
out
so
to
much
Under
true.
Armour. He
Yeah. I never even thought about
he
that.
hasn't even wrote a book. He
Yeah.
hasn't made a movie.
Yeah.
Like there's so many checks
But
that
this how you know he know that he's what he's worth.
uh-huh.
He runs his own marketing. Like, bro, nobody goes sets up his fight. He sets up his
Yeah.
fights. So everything. So he takes in more money from the
Exactly.
fight in the first
Of
place.
course,
because
he's his own promoter now.
Yeah.
Right.
He basically eliminated the middleman.
Yeah.
Right.
You
This
know
is
what I
what
mean?
LeVar Ball's trying to do.
He is doing.
Yeah,
It's
well,
not what
yeah,
he's
yeah,
trying
right,
to do.
right,
He
yeah.
is doing.
Because
Yeah.
You know?
that JBA is happening.
Come
Yeah.
on,
And
it's
everything-
done. It's gonna be
everything-
at the Citizens Bank Arena.
Everything.
wow.
Yeah.
Everything that he said was gonna happen
Mm-hmm.
has happened. The
Exactly.
only thing
Everything but all three of his sons playing for the Lakers.
I mean,
I'm still waiting for that to
to
happen.
be
Well,
100% real with you,
You know-
But you never know.
to be 100% real with you, I understand as a dad, I would want all my kids to play on the same team, but more than likely, he knows that's probably not going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
But to have that dream and to wish for, is nothing wrong with saying it.
Yeah.
Or to even have the opportunity to have your boys in the NBA.
Yeah, because
That's a
another
blessing
thing.
in
Yeah,
If you
itself.
shoot, what's the saying? You shoot for the.
you shoot for the sun and you land on the starter. Something
Yeah,
like that.
yeah.
I don't
Something like
know.
that,
One of
yeah.
them.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
If I keep saying all my sons are gonna play for the Lakers and two of them end up on the Clippers,
Hey, that's not a bad
We
deal.
still
Not
out
at
there.
all. We still in
Yeah.
LA. We still gonna be good. You know what I mean? But Yeah.
But he did the right thing for his kids, raising them how he raised them, trained them how he trained them.
Because none of them are really.
Because
I mean, Lonzo, first year in the NBA, you don't hear no drama. He got a girl. I think is she pregnant? Or no? I mean, maybe I just created a rumor. I don't know.
I believe she was,
but still, or maybe they got engaged. I know there was some sort of news. But anyways, they're
Yeah.
still together.
Yeah, he don't. I mean, he don't. The only issue that people have is they don't like the way that how his dad is just so blunt and brash about and what he says.
Yeah,
he says the same thing that everybody else says.
Come on.
But they just don't like him as a person.
Yeah.
But yet the man that's in the White House talks the same way that he does.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But these same people that don't like LeVar don't say the same thing going against him.
Yeah.
So
And the thing is he not saying nothing ludicrous. If my son, right, for example, when I wake up in the morning, I tell him to be great.
Mm-hmm.
Why would I tell him to be none less than great?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Treat people with respect, treat people with love, and be the best at what you do.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say go be good, but don't go be good as him or be less than. No way.
You're
be
telling
better
your
than
kids,
him.
You're the greatest.
Exactly.
Nobody can beat you.
Because
You're
it
not
goes
gonna
back to shoot for the sun, but if you land on the stars, you know what I mean?
And some of the stuff that they say is like, wow, or outlandish that he say, they ask him questions first.
Mm-hmm.
So some questions they say, do you think Lonzo is better than such and such? And I'm a dad, and I've been working on my kid game since he was a kid. What you think I'm gonna say, bro?
Yeah.
Even if I have some type of doubt in my mind, I'm not gonna say
never
my kid is the best. But that's what I'm supposed to do.
No one's gonna say you're good, but Tommy and Tim and
no, not at all.
They talk bad about that man about the
Not at
deal
all.
that he had with the shoe.
Mm-hmm.
Any company that they was working with, all he said, we have a shoe that we want to be Lonzo's first shoe.
Yeah.
Can you work this in the deal?
Yeah.
And most of them said no. So that's why he didn't have them deals. It wasn't that he was bad business. No. He came to the table with something. They wanted to work something out together. They said no. So he went to start doing his own shoes.
And I just found out the person that makes it. At first, I was like, okay, who makes this shoe? Though? Like I need to know who makes the shoe, just not like some random company in China where is it going to be a decent quality? But then I actually heard recently it was actually made by Skechers, which don't sound that bad to me now. Like it's an actual shoe company that's making it.
But this is the thing. It don't matter who makes the template for the shoe for the.
No, like $500. I want to make sure I don't break my ankle. Honestly.
But does anybody do that for Kanye shoes? No. You don't say, I'll spend it. No, but it don't matter. You don't second guess the quality of it.
Yeah, or if it's like Louis or Gucci.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And people don't ask key questions like, well, why is the shoe so much?
Right. Yeah.
Well, because for one, we're independent.
Right.
For two, we're pre-ordering, making them as you order them.
Yeah.
So the cost of making a less amount will probably be more expensive than having an Adidas deal where they could have the distribution to make 100,000 pairs at $20 and then upsell them for $250.
Yeah.
But it just sounds bad because we're all into this where we got to put up our own money and the turnaround might take a little longer because we're a smaller company.
Yeah.
So we got to upsell it because maybe out of the 500 it might cost us $300 to make the shoe.
Yeah.
But people don't ever ask that.
Yeah.
But when they go into Louis or Gucci, because that's a company that's been established.
Yeah.
But those companies
they have more of a bigger
exactly.
You know.
But those companies are not for the people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh no.
To see somebody from your backyard and then see them grind
down the block,
to be able to even have the idea or actually bring it to life. Why not be supportive of that? And if we have more supporters, then more new businessmen will be arising and all types of stuff. You know, like One Love IE. Shout out to One Love IE, J Hud. You know what I mean?
Ambassador of the IE.
Come on now,
man.
So it's just things like that. If we support our people, we could be more independent.
Yeah.
It's a middleman.
Yeah.
You sell out. These young men, they hoop. They go through all these years, and and then they become high lottery, and then these big companies want to come basically throw you a nice little check,
run their show,
right?
Knowingly that what, he took the leap of faith and said, I'm gonna bet on myself.
Yeah.
Even if I don't get that $100 million up front, I'll eventually make over $100 million throughout the years.
Yeah.
But
and I have a feeling. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what he's gonna be doing with his business, but I think eventually he might start signing some people And eventually, other shoes are going to be maybe at a lower cost, more affordable.
Of course.
And I think that will bring the value up too of
course.
the Zoe 2. Like
Of
the
course.
Zoe 2 is still $500. We got these other
Of
shoes
course.
that are
just
a
like
little
anything.
bit cheaper. Like I think even the name of his second son was
Who?
Mellow or Jello? Jello is the middle one.
Jello, yeah. I think his shoe was already a little bit cheaper than the Zoe 2 or whatever. So I think he's gonna come out with other shoes more affordable, but then it make more sense. Like, okay, now I got these.
Of course.
Now eventually I want to go get that $500 pair.
Of course.
So as more shoes start coming out, I think it will look better. Because right now the first thing people saw was $500.
Of
take
course.
it or leave it.
Yeah.
But when the
and
other
then
options come
everything that they're doing, is first round. You know what I mean. Second round gets better.
Yeah.
Third round just gets a little tighter.
Yeah.
Fourth round we're established.
Yeah,
it's like Sean John. When Sean John hit the market, right? Those shirts were $60-$70 back in the 90s, 2000s.
T-shirt, bro.
But then what?
Yeah.
Then you seen it at Burlington after a few years. So it's levels, it's tiers to things.
Yeah.
Just like Fat Farm.
Yeah.
They have Fat Farm at the high end stores, and the next thing you can find Fat Farm
Anyway.
at your local
Ross.
stores. You know what I mean? Stuff
Yeah.
like that. So it's just you start off high, and then you transition into different tiers.
Yeah,
you know what I
yeah.
mean? You have Platinum Fubu, and then you have regular Fubu.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, that's how.
Just by putting the word platinum in front of it,
That-
people are willing to put
yeah.
another $20
Yeah,
on
next
the
to
price
Dub.
tag for the same T-shirt.
I mean, remember? I don't know if you were familiar, but on Terra Mills it had Off-Road Dale. Remember it had
Man, I was
Off-Road Dale.
just talking about the.
They had they had the iceberg in there.
Man,
they had all
right
that
at the
type of
front.
stuff. I'm like, oh
Yeah, there was the Iceberg store. There was a DJ named DJ Turbulence that used to play in the window. And man, I used to go in there. I remember I saved up some money thinking like, man, I'm about to get me some Iceberg. How much could it really be? This is for kids. It got Bugs Bunny on it. Man, I saw that price tag. I'm thinking too, it's an outlet mall.
Exactly.
I'm about to come up. Man, I might as well just go on Rodeo Drive. That price.
Facts, man. Hey, shout out to Mills, man. There's a lot of memories made there, man. Mills was a spot.
But the Mills really, Derek, you don't know about the Ontario Mills back in the day.
Nah.
They introduced people to the IE to like a lot of different clothing.
You ain't had nowhere to go? Pull up to the Mills.
So basically, right next to H&M used to be Virgin Records stores. They used to go straight through. Just as big as H&M, just all records.
Yeah.
And right next door to it was the Off Rodeo. It was basically any store you could find off Rodeo Drive,
Right,
but in the outlet
store.
mall.
Got it.
But you would assume that it had like outlet prices. I don't know if they were, but shoot, T-shirts for Iceberg still look like over $200.
Yeah, exactly.
Or something.
Yeah, that was. But man,
that's probably why they ended up. That whole section had to close out.
That shit was gone. They went back to Rodeo, off Rodeo.
They're like, y'all tripping.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, no. Yeah, y'all can go home.
Price
Price
is too high. I need to cut it. That's what they said. Yeah, but that's how I go, man. You gotta. So my thing is, if I was LeVar, like you doing those certain shoes, you leave it at $500.
Exactly.
Because let's say out of the whole United States, bro, if you get 1,000 people to pay $500, you just make $500,000.
That's a good little come up.
Exactly.
That's a great come up, bro. Just for some shoes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and nobody knows the sweat and tears and the hard work that went behind it.
Yeah.
Like, who am I to discredit that or say you should lower your shoe?
Yeah.
If I want to do a haircut for $1,000 and somebody's willing to pay for it, why wouldn't I?
Just like Nipsey dropped that one mixtape for
Come
$100.
on. And he had they had people around the building.
Yeah.
I think what people didn't like was, now I like his mouth. Like, I like the way he went up against Trump with the whole China thing and everything. There's been a few cases, though, where I've thought...
It's been sometimes where he said some wild stuff.
But that happens when you're very
Jordan.
outspoken like that. And I think the Jordan thing, I think that was just a shock topic. That was just to keep y'all talking.
Come on, man.
But that's the thing with him, is in a lot of situations, his reasoning and question is sound.
Yeah.
But you ask him certain questions, then he just gonna say it just, I can be Jordan, I can be whoever.
And then the people get mad, like, they get so mad, and I'm like, who is ludicrous?
Yeah.
The person that said it or the person that's believing it?
Yeah.
Because come on, man.
Like,
if I could tell you, if I sit here right now, like, yo, I could fly.
Yeah.
And you start getting mad, like, man, this man can't fly.
But
You damn real I can't fly.
What
but
they don't know is
Come on,
because
man.
you made that statement, there's 6 other TV stations that
Come
now
on.
want to book you.
Come on.
Because they're like, okay,
Bet.
so we
Yeah.
have this man that
Says
he
he
can
can
fly.
fly.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, what?
like, damn, this is where we got to.
It's
where,
all set up.
But hey,
But yeah, you gotta
sometimes
set
you have
yourself
to
up.
gravitate the attention
Yeah.
in order to sell your vision.
Yeah.
And sometimes even if you want to follow a straight line, and sometimes following a straight line doesn't get you there.
Yeah.
Sometimes you got to create a diversion.
Yeah.
You know, it's like being a quarterback, and then the certain plays ain't working, then we're going to run an audible. And sometimes you just got to do that in life.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
You know what I
Lamar, he also know if I say more positive stuff, it's not gonna get as much shock or
Of course.
replay value. But if
Oh,
I say
yeah.
some outlandish shit, it's
Oh,
gonna
yeah.
circulate
Yeah.
way
It's going to be
more.
on Baller
Good
Alert,
Morning America,
the Shade Room.
World
It's going to be
Star.
everywhere.
Yeah, it's everybody.
It's
Yeah.
even with like a haircut, right? If I do a good haircut and I'm consistent 90% of the time,
It's not gonna be
bad.
right.
Oh, yeah, all right.
But you do
As soon as I
imagine-
mess somebody up,
Everything.
oh, shit.
Yeah.
The whole city gonna know.
Yeah.
Like, damn,
Yeah.
this wasn't fuck. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that's just how it goes,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
It's sad that it's like that, but you know we're all human.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But speaking of the haircut,
Yeah.
I still there's a few questions I forgot to ask you about Wealth. So when you do open it,
Uh-huh.
are you like is there any days you guys are gonna be closed?
You know what?
Or is it gonna be open even when you're not there?
Yeah, it's for sure gonna be open when I'm not there.
Okay.
I mean, it's a business and I'm in a commercial plaza, so I do want to keep it open 7 days.
7 days.
Seven
That's
days a
nice.
week. You know, I'm not trying to be the mom and pop
Yeah,
traditional. You know what I mean? I want to be accessible for people because you got people from different backgrounds, different schedules. You know, some people's days off might be Mondays and Tuesdays. So why can't they come in on a Sunday and get a fresh one?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But the traditional shops will be closed Sundays and Mondays.
Mm-hmm.
But
Right.
if I'm available to those people, that's a whole different
Yeah.
market. You know what I mean? So I just want to be accessible, and then being in the community, I want
Mm-hmm.
people to just be able to reach me and come in and support the cause, you know, and,
Yeah.
and come in.
Has
and
there
get,
ever been any like high end client that ever hit you up and be like, I need you like 5 minutes ago?
oh yeah, all the time,
Man, is that like
all the time.
how does that interfere with your life? You ever in like that moment like, damn, I was about to eat this cheeseburger?
I mean, all the time, man.
Yeah.
There's times I've gained some of my good clients because I was willing to just do
Mm-hmm. Do what
the
you gotta
extra.
do,
You know what I
yeah.
mean? And I've built relationships to this day, or they go strong. You know, whether they live here or they come from out of state.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's just me. It's like, my visions are big, and it's like, okay, well, I always look at certain things as opportunities. So I'm like, well, I know that I could easily just go to bed right now,
Yeah.
or I could just go ahead and get this done, and then
Yeah.
hopefully build a relation. My whole motto is like, if I don't do it, somebody else will.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
You
true.
know what I mean? So
Yeah.
if I wanna, you gotta do all the groundwork early. I don't want to be 40, 50 and still trying to go and wake up at 1 a.m. No,
Yeah.
I want to be solidified and respected in
Yeah,
my
yeah.
industry where
Yeah.
they come at me correct.
Yeah.
Like, okay, you know what? I know it's short notice, but let's set it up for tomorrow.
Yeah.
Once I earn that respect, then everything I'm doing now, you know, it'll pay off for that.
I feel you.
Yeah.
Anybody ever tell you to dye their beard?
All the time, man. All the
Really?
time. Yeah, man.
Oh, man.
You know, certain
But
people.
how much? Like I saw Carlos Boozer one
Oh,
time.
no. We're not going to take it to that extreme. You know what I mean?
Carlos
Uh,
Boozer looked like
Look,
he dipped his
Yeah.
face in like
Exactly.
Like a
Black
Sam's
Sharpie.
cake there.
I'm in the business to give what the client wants. You know what I mean? For a long time, I always thought, well, I'm gonna give them what I think is what's right.
yeah.
And I realized like, nah, you don't go to McDonald's and ask for a cheeseburger and they give you a Big Mac. They're gonna
Yeah.
give you what you want, and
Yeah,
that's
right.
exactly what I'm in the service for. Now, if they ask me for my opinion and my
Mm-hmm.
professional, I'll give them what I think is
Yeah.
best. But at the end of the night, whatever they want, as
what
crazy
they
it might look,
Yeah.
hey, I'm gonna give it to them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because they're paying for it, and maybe that's how they like it.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes I'll cut certain people, and people will be like, well, why isn't it sharp? Well, you don't know if this man doesn't want a sharp lineup.
yeah.
Not everybody wants sharp lineup.
That's
Not
true.
everybody wants Beijing on their beard.
Yeah.
But
Is that
it's
what
just,
you call it? The ink stuff?
it's Beijing.
Oh,
It's like
okay.
a semi-permanent color.
Got it.
But,
okay.
you know, yes, Beijing. But there's
And
so
some
many other
people can
things.
pull it off.
Oh, yeah.
But I guess it's just how much you use.
Exactly.
it,
I mean,
how you
it's
use
an
it.
enhancement.
Yeah.
It's basically to sharpen up the lighter spots.
Yeah, or the line.
You know, exactly.
Or the line up.
But there's some dudes take it over, but some dude that you ain't got no hair, but you want me to apply dye? Like
Yeah,
you gonna look like a fool, like a bowling
But they
ball.
got people now, like sewing in like man weaves to give people haircuts.
Yeah, no,
Have you seen that?
Hey, want me to tell you how I knew some homies was doing some weird shit when they got haircuts? Back in the day when Making the Band came on and Diddy was getting a haircut and that dude took out that brush and started painting that black dye in his hair. I said, bitch. Hey, that's why I was like, okay, all right, so it ain't fair.
Shout out Puff.
Hey man, no, hey one icon, Steve Harvey.
Mm-hmm.
For the longest, he had the sharpest fro.
Yeah,
That was a piece.
Yeah.
That was a piece.
Yeah. Really?
That was a piece, man.
Wow.
That was a piece, and I don't knock it
We
because he
dropping-
paid top dollar for that.
We dropping some facts
Come on,
right
man,
now.
some gems.
Oh,
Now
man.
it's getting exposed,
Yeah,
but for the
yeah.
longest, your favorite probably actors, celebrities, they probably have a piece.
I mean, you know they got the money
Come
for
on,
it.
man.
Most definitely.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Some people are not ready to let it go.
Yeah, yeah. All right, so Vic,
Yeah.
any new music? Like, what music are you listening to right now? You gotta throw in the whip.
Man, right now, what's that dude's name? Young Baby?
Man, yeah, I just heard about him actually. with
Didn't he
the
just-
song
his
with
album
Drake
just dropped
and
last
everything.
week?
Yeah, T Grizzly. I'm heavy on that T
Okay,
Grizzly.
okay.
Any music that's motivational, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That grind music.
Yeah, Nipsey Hussle.
Oh,
You
of
know,
course,
he's
Nipsey.
for sure classic.
Yeah, Nipsey definitely been motivating everybody for a long time.
Speaking of new music,
Mhm.
is there any new music? Because I know, so like me, Derek was just talking about Pusha T coming out
Okay.
on Friday.
Sheesh.
Nas is supposedly gonna come out in June.
Okay.
So does Kanye.
Sheesh.
Kanye got
Drake,
a collab with Kid Cudi, Drake.
Drake album.
Yeah.
J. Cole just came out.
I think I'm looking forward to Drake
Yeah.
It's-
and Meek. I know Meek Mill
He
got
got
some.
something coming
He
out?
got something cooking.
Well,
I've been
he
seeing.
has to. I mean,
Yeah.
fresh out of jail, man.
And he might have a collab with Drake.
Man, I'll be in that.
If he does that, bro, it's like,
It's like KD going to
Man.
Golden
I
State.
mean,
If you were thinking about being a stripper, ladies, right about now is that time. Because when Meek and Drake go
Oh,
to
yeah.
a strip club
That's a wrap.
together,
yeah. Because
4 years,
What I
you get
see
your
is
master's
like-
or doctorates that night.
Hey, yeah, facts.
if Meek changing like his life around to, because one of the things he want to do is help people in the criminal justice system.
Yeah.
I think one of the things he probably gonna preach is like forgiveness and all that other type of stuff.
Yeah.
He probably gonna settle his differences with Drake.
He kind of low key said it in the interview.
Yeah, he
already,
did.
like,
Yeah, he has a couple times.
That was.
But to
bold.
me, like to say you cool and everything is done is to do another song together.
Yeah.
Because the last song they did together was hard as hell.
It would have been bigger, but they got into a feud
It
like
was
a
like-
week
Yeah.
before
Yeah.
it should have blown up.
Yeah,
Yeah. So
yeah, and you know,
Well,
shout out to Meek.
the last two songs, my bad, because it's Rico,
Mhm.
and then what's the one where Drake be rapping about he got a moat around his house?
I don't know.
Amen.
Yeah.
That's it.
Oh, okay. And then they do
Yeah.
Tony Montana together, or they were on the same track. Was that just a Meek Mill track?
Yeah, I think so. I think
Okay.
so because on Meek, it was Meek album. It was Rico. That was, and then after that, that's when he heard of the Quentin Miller reference track, and then he got
Yeah.
pissed at Drake.
Okay.
That was probably about some Nicki shit to be real with you.
Yeah, so I feel you on the grind music because that's, man, when you're in that zone too, you need that music
Yeah,
to give you
man.
those vibes when you're on the way to work.
Exactly.
Like, put me in the mood.
Oh yeah, I gotta listen to
Exactly.
something
Right.
like that's gonna make me want to do work, or I'm gonna be pissed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, like,
Especially for a long day. You know, some
Yeah.
days I work 16 hours. You know,
Oh,
6 days a week.
damn.
So yeah, those days get long, man.
Yeah, yeah.
And you need something to keep you going.
Yeah.
And for sure, good music always plays a
Yeah.
key role.
Speaking of good music,
Yeah.
how do you feel about Kanye? Do you think he needs a little bit of help, or you think this is just all a marketing
I thought
scheme?
that all that shit was strategizing and publicity, and it's just that it gets to a point like, well, how far are you willing to go just to get the attention? Like,
Yeah.
I'm sure you mean well, and
Yeah.
I get it after the fact.
Yeah, yeah.
But it's like you have a platform that you don't gotta do breaking news like that.
yeah.
The second I seen him on TMZ, I knew something was up because
Yeah.
you don't want to go and express yourself on TMZ because you already know they're gonna chop your information
It
up.
doesn't even sound like Kanye.
Come on,
like
but
his style.
it was intentional.
Yeah.
He did that on
Oh,
purpose.
yeah.
So what he thought they were gonna do was exactly what they did was show one part of the interview, and then after that song release, oh, there's a second part to it where it
Yeah.
kind of clarifies his persona or his
Yeah.
his opinion or his comment.
And you see, he's not even really trying to debate anybody because he's trying to put
He's
his point out.
just throwing a bunch of his views out.
And then once somebody tried to debate him, he's just like, let me give you a hug, bro. Like, I appreciate that. And that's just
or
it.
after explanation, it's like, okay, you made sense, but why did you have to do that?
But,
like,
and that's one of the things that I started realizing. I'm not gonna say started realizing, but recently, especially with the stupid little Twitter fits he be having, just like Trump. A lot of stuff he say has no basis. Like, he doesn't look it up. He don't fact check anything.
No.
He just says something. And then he thinks it's right, and then when he's proven wrong, he back like you say, he say, "All right, give me a hug," or he backs into a corner and then switches the topic.
Because we live in an era where I feel like it's a lot of talking and not a lot of doing.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So it's easy for him to say what he'll do or what he's done or what has happened, but who's really out there making it happen?
And everything looks good on social media for the moment.
Of course, it's perception.
Yeah,
everything that is posted is always good.
Yeah,
you'll get a small percentage of people actually posting real life.
Like their bags.
You know what I mean? Every day's a vacation. Every day's a nice fit. Every day I'm happy. Like no, not in my life.
Yeah, you don't know what people are going through really at home.
You know, and I think like if the next big hit, it should really be a platform where like you really sharing real life.
Yeah.
Like today, I had a messed up day.
Yeah.
You know, today this happened to me. Today I'm down to my $5.
Yeah.
You know, but that'll be a whole different
hopefully,
Insta reel or something.
As years go by, I'm thinking this might just be a phase for America when people are watching social media. People will start maybe even appreciating people that are more real online. I don't know if that happen, but
I think realness is gonna be like an endangered species.
It is. It is.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's gonna be some. The real is almost gonna be fiction.
But Nipsey Hussle seems pretty real. I think Nipsey fans, they
But check that.
They like that.
All right. So back in the day, like let's say, like you said, let's say 2000, or let's say even 2006, when music was coming out, then it's like, okay, you got a hard album, boom, it just came out today. You're gonna listen to that same hard ass album for probably like a year and a half.
Yeah.
Now when that album come out, oh, that shit hard as fuck for a week.
Yeah, exactly.
2 weeks, 3 weeks. Then you gonna ask that same artist when you putting out your next album.
Yeah.
Stuff it's gonna have an impact, but the impact is not as big. It's not as, it doesn't last as long.
Like when Drake dropped More Life, weren't we only like 6 months into views? Like the highly anticipated views, and then like literally the day it came out, he's like, new music this summer on the way.
But even in that same breath, within 6 months, some said the week it came out it's a classic. Some say the week it came out it's trash, and then 6 months later, those same type of views. So sometimes it depends on what lens you're looking through.
Exactly.
But also now, music back in the day, if you wanted some music, where you went to like Bear Share, all that type of shit. Now you want some shit. Just hop on Twitter, hop on Instagram,
YouTube,
every single day.
all that.
Somebody like Currency, bro. He got like 54 mixtape and 12 albums.
Yeah, wow.
That's 66 projects from Currency, bro. And most people don't know nothing about most of them.
Yeah, but he has a foundation. He has a fan base that even if he ducked off of social media, he's still gonna have his whole little audience. You know what I mean?
Right. But it's not gonna be a big impact to the grand scheme of things. That's what I mean. Like, you know, if you do this, it's gonna be somebody right behind you. Now, then it's more and more rappers coming out, more and more, you know, whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
Because back then, you know, we had a 2, 3 maybe that ruled and ring at a time.
Yeah,
and then
exactly.
2000 came, then you got Jeezy, T.I., and everybody started rolling off. And now it's like,
even when they come up with their names, it's like they try to similarize it, like where it's almost the same. Lil Baby, Lil Pump, Lil Yachty, or 21 Savage, or 22 Savage. It's just nobody is creative. Nobody's trying to. They're trying to ride each other's coattails almost. You know what I mean? Where like Currency, like he has his own sound. Like he's not trying to sound like them.
Yeah,
so that's why he's able to sustain.
He was supposed to be, I think, on Young Money or Cash Money
in the beginning.
Beginning with the whole Squad Up shit.
He just doing him, and
Squad Up.
He didn't get to be on the label, but he didn't really care. He didn't care at all.
But
but that's when you up and coming and you trying to get on. You gonna try to do what you gotta do. Sometimes you gotta take an L, take a discount for the team, and that's what he was trying to do. And it didn't work out for him, so he had to maneuver.
Yeah, exactly.
Around, so. But Currency, bro, he another person that give you motivation too. I don't like Currency, really.
Really? Okay.
But I do know that about Currency.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people who like Currency and say, yo, he one of the people, if you want to get your mind right for business or whatever other type of shit, he one of those rappers.
Yeah.
So, I ain't going to knock him if he doing that type of stuff.
We're going to have to wrap this up. Live from Suite 303. It was good having Vic on the show.
Yes, sir.
Shout out once again to Wealth Barbershop.
Thank
you
you.
can find off of around Haven and Forth, right?
Exactly. Instagram at Wealth Barbershop. Instagram VicDbarber, V1, the letter C, D as in dog, Barber. Hit me up, man. Any questions, any feedback, I'm open to it.
You got an email?
VicDbarber@gmail.com and then wealthbarbershop@gmail.com.
And make sure you go to his Instagram. Just check out the videos, check out the pics. I mean, man, if you got a wedding coming up, prom season, something, man, especially any type of special event.
Friday night.
Make sure you get an appointment.
Yeah, I got you for sure.
Just don't be showing up because there's already a line, people lined up for it. But
that's it.
Definitely, you're going to have to hit up Wealth Barbershop, especially if you're out here in the Inland Empire.
Yes, sir.
If you got in LA, you're just going to have to make that drive, bro, because
come on, man.
the best haircut is out here.
Hey, unless you want to pay the price, I'll be en route.
Man,
that's it.
He come to you.
That's it, man. Convenience and accommodation available.
Man, so there we go. So, yeah, we got Vic the Barber out here. We putting on for the IE.
Yes, sir.
It's your boy Albeezy. We got Derric in here.
Yeah.
We're going to come back real soon with something else real hot, especially coming out of the IE. But we're going to have to sign off tonight. Make sure you catch us on SoundCloud. Make sure you watch us on YouTube. And we out.
Suite 303. Let's get it.
Let's go.